Okay, in this video I am going to demonstrate adding the muted black and white filter to a video in Clipchamp. Okay, you can see my desktop here. You see these two amazing scarlet macaws here, but on the desktop wallpaper. But now on a more serious note, I'm going to move the mouse pointer down here and click this Clipchamp window that I need here in the Chrome browser. I'm just going to simply click that now. Perfect, that maximizes the window. You can see this is the home area of Clipchamp. Obviously, I have logged into Clipchamp here, and this is the home area. You can find Clipchamp by pointing your browser to clipchamp.com, okay? Now, I want to create a new video. So, to create a new video, I'm going to click this icon here on the upper left portion of the screen. You can see typed on it is create a new video, start from scratch. I'm going to click that now. Perfect. Now we're in the video editing area of Clipchamp. Okay, and before I proceed any further, I'm simply going to title this project. I'm simply going to move the mouse pointer up here to the top left and type in the input box. I'm going to type in there now. Okay, perfect. Muted black and white filter. That's original. Now, before I proceed to import the media files, I'm simply going to move the mouse pointer over here and show you all this. See the size icon over the preview pane? Change aspect ratio. I'm simply going to click that now. You can see we have access to several aspect ratios, but since the video files that I'm going to be working with are full HD 1920 by 1080 resolution, they are indeed widescreen, 16 by 9. Obviously, most camcorders these days shoot widescreen. You'll have to check them for the resolution and probably should Google for your aspect ratio, but typically today it's 16 by 9. Some of the older camcorders were 4 by 3. And of course, cell phones are typically 9 by 16, but 16 by 9 is the way to go here, definitely. And throughout the most part, it would be wide. So I'm going to make sure that's checked out. Okay, now I'm going to move the mouse pointer to the left of the screen and click the import media. Okay, I'm going to click it now. Okay, awesome. I don't have to navigate to my folder. It's already open here. Whatever files and folders you're using on your computer are obviously yours, and you'll obviously have to navigate towards them for yourself. But I'm simply going to click the first one here on the left, and I'm going to hold down the control key and click the second one. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer down and click the open on the bottom right of the prompt box. Okay, now excellent. Both of these video files have been imported. So now I'm going to move the mouse pointer down to the bottom right of the first clip, November 25_A there. I'm going to click the plus sign to add the timeline. I'm going to click it now. Perfect. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here, stay on the left of the screen, and move the mouse pointer up to the second clip on top, and click the plus sign that's on the bottom right corner of that clip. So I'm going to click it now. Perfect. Now both of these clips have been added to the timeline. So now I'm going to move the mouse pointer down here and click the zoom out timeline. The magnifying glass there with the minus sign on it. You can see there's zoom in with a plus sign and fit timeline and collapse timeline. But the best one to use here is zoom out timeline. So I'm going to click it now. Click it again. That looks pretty good there. That looks pretty neat. Now, before I add the filters to these clips, how about we simply watch them? I'm not going to add the muted black and white filter just yet. I'm going to click the position indicator here and drag it back. Okay, you can see I can move it back to the beginning like that. But definitely the more efficient way is clicking the Seek to Start icon there under the preview pane. Perfect. Now I'm simply going to click the play icon here under the preview pane so we can watch both these clips before I add the muted black and white filter. So I'm going to click the play icon now. Okay, really nifty. Now I'm going to click that Seek to Start icon again, and I'm going to move the mouse pointer down here and click the first clip. I'm going to click it now. Okay, now the clip is selected. It has to be selected before you can add the filter. So it's selected. We can tell it's selected because it's highlighted. And it's highlighted because I just clicked it, okay? It's selected because I just clicked it. So now I'm going to simply move the mouse pointer to the right of the screen. and click the filters icon here. Okay, perfect. Now you can see that none is the default filter. Obviously, that means no filters have been added to the clip. Okay. And now, another thing I have to tell you all, sometimes when you mouse over another filter, pardon me, the filter may appear on your selected clip, but do not worry, it will not be added until you click it. And also, typically, it's only one filter that can be added to one selected clip. Okay, one filter per one selected clip, usually. Okay, so now I'm simply going to move the mouse pointer to the right of the screen and click the scroll bar there and drag it down to find the muted black and white filter. Okay, here it is here. I'm going to click it now. Okay, perfect. Now, when I clicked it, you can see this option appeared underneath it, and the option is intensity. Now, I could click that ball switch there under intensity, drag it to the left, that will lower the intensity, or I could click it and drag it to the right to increase the intensity. But I think where it's black and white, it's probably best just to leave that be. Okay? So now I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and click this collapse property panel here. I'm going to click it now. Okay, now before I proceed with adding the muted black and white filter to the second clip, I just want to show you all this one thing here. I'm going to move the mouse pointer to the left of the screen and click these three lines up here. I'm going to click it now. I'm going to click back to home. Okay, I'll scroll down here, drag the scroll bar down to show you this one thing. Muted black and white filter. Oh, sorry, it looks like I misspelled muted there, but no worries. It's the muted black and white filter. And I'm going to click that now to re-enter this project. That's how we can tell we saved this project, okay? Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer over here on the timeline and click the second clip there. I'm going to click it now. And it's clicked. It's selected. We can tell it's selected because it's highlighted, and it had to be selected to add the filter. So now I'm going to go through that process again. But first I'm going to drag the position indicator over to this clip about here so we can see the filter added. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer down here to filters here on the right, and I'm going to click it. And I'm basically going to go through that process again. Okay, I'm going to click the scroll bar, drag it down, find the muted black and white filter there, and click it. Now it's been added to the second clip. Okay, perfect. I'm not going to adjust the intensity. Okay, I'm just simply going to move the mouse pointer up here and click Collapse Property Panel. Okay, Collapse Property Panel. I'll just click that. Now we're in just a few moments. We're going to watch these two clips with the filter added. But before I do that, I'm going to merge them into one video file, one longer video file. And to do that, I have to export it. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and click Export. You can see we have video quality here. Your video will export as an MP4 file. Currently in Clipchamp, while you can edit other file types, although honestly, I think if you can work with MP4, work with MP4. But it does work with MOV files and AVI files as well. But you can only export to MP4. We have the option 480, which is best for drafts, 720, smaller file size, faster export, 1080p. That's what I'm going to click since we used 1920 by 1080 resolution video clips, pardon me. And we would have access to 4K if we were subscribed to Clipchamp Premium. Okay, you have to purchase a yearly subscription to access more advanced features such as 4K. But 4K wouldn't really be good here anyway because the original video files were 1920 by 1080. We also have the GIF option. GIF is an animated image file and not a video. You can watch GIFs in the browser. And GIFs only apply to videos 15 seconds or less, okay? So now I'll move the mouse pointer up here and click 1080p and the export will begin. So I'll click 1080p now. This is a fast one. Okay, perfect. Now you can see this here. Muted black and white filter made with Clipchamp that already downloaded automatically once the export finished. Okay, so remember there may be a second copy on your system somewhere, but what I want to show you to do how to do this one thing here, which I prefer, save to your computer. I'm going to click that now and save to a folder that I have on my system. So I'm going to click that now. And I'm going to save to the same folder, the muted black and white folder there. You can see muted, muted. Sorry about that. The muted black and white filter made with Clipchamp. Sorry about the misspelling there. It's muted black and white filter. So I'm going to click the save icon there on the bottom right of the prompt box there. Save it now. And now I'm going to click the show desktop icon down here. You can see the alt text down there, the little icon here. It's hard to see here on the taskbar. I'm going to click that now. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer over to set my folder sample clips here. Double click that. Double click Clipchamp. Double click muted black and white there. And now I'm going to double click the video file there. Muted black and white filter made with Clipchamp. I'm going to click it, double click it now so we can watch it in Media Player. Okay, that was really nifty. All right, I'm going to close Media Player now. Close the folder. And now I'm going to maximize my Clipchamp window there, pardon me. I'm going to click that now. Okay, now this is the free online desktop version of Clipchamp. You may find Clipchamp by pointing your browser to clipchamp.com. Okay, remember Clipchamp is an awesome program, but it's online. This is the online version, and with the online version, the programmers may alter features, change features, or simply remove features entirely, or move features. So always be patient and calm when using it. Try to be patient, try to be calm. All right, there you go. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so very much for your time. Thank you.